Hello everyone, yes, it's a girl, Ayangbemisola. Yeah, and I'm here with my talking drum again. I'm here again, so as you can see. Alright guys, I hope you guys are doing well and I hope you've learned a lot in my previous video. Yes, if you have not seen it, check my channel for it. How to solo on talking drum, how to solo as a beginner, part 1. I dropped the part 1 last month, but now we're about to do the part 2. Yes, part 2 on how to solo as a beginner. So guys, let's go. Alright guys, you're welcome back. Okay, so today I said we'll be doing how to solo on talking drum. Yeah, part 2 as a beginner, part 2. So now, don't forget I've done a lot of explanation in the first video, which is part 1. So if you have not watched that video, you have to still go back to my channel and watch it. And if you have watched it, if you have seen the video, you have to go back again and check it out again so you can understand this part 2 very well. So now let's get into the game. Yeah, the real deal. So don't forget I said as a talking drummer, you have to be creative. It's very important, very important. So but in today's class, we'll just go straight to the point, because I've explained a lot in the first video, which is part 1. So now we're just going straight to the point. Firstly, as a talking drummer and you want to solo on a song, you have to first break down the beat. Yes, because you are coming from a very high tempo, it might not be even high. So let's assume the singer now throws a song and you want to solo to that song. You have to break the beat down before you solo. Everything should be settled before you introduce your skills, your creativity and everything, So now you can break down the beat by playing, there's this beat that is so common, very, very common. I know you will know it. Let me play it. Do you know it? Yes, I'm sure you know it. So we have a lot of beats like that. You can do the re do mi mi mi, do the re do mi mi mi, do do do. You can also do this one. You can do this one too. You get, and you can also do the last one you can do. So now after you break down the beats, you then introduce a rhythm before you jump into your skills. Yes, you create a rhythm. So for instance, let me break the beat down on high life beats. So let's see how it's going to sound. So guys, the breaking beat I just played just now, I'll be playing it on high life, woro, and rumba beats. So I want you guys to feel it and also learn more about it. So let's go. This is high life beat. I'll be playing the breaking beat on the high life beat. All right. The first one, like I said, you have to break down the beats before you introduce your skills. Break down the beats. So now let's go. Let's assume the singer just sings Ijo ni májẹ̀mú mi, ẹ ṣáà jẹ́ n jó. Go. That's number 1 breaking. Number 2. Ijo ni májẹ̀mú mi, ẹ ṣáà jẹ́ n jó. Or you get. You can also use the last one, this one. So I hope you get it now. I just played those breaking beats on high life sequence. So get it right now. Now let me play it on woro beats, high life, woro sequence. Let me play it on woro beats and let's see how it's gonna be. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, go. Let me come again. So let's assume the singer sings, hey, ẹni Olúwa ṣe lóore dà kó nawọ́ sókè, ó ṣe mí o, ó ṣe mí o. Let's go. you can play. Or you can play this. Or you can play this. Yeah, yeah, go. Let me come again. 2, 3, go. So the most common one people use is you can also create your own. Like I said, be creative as a talking drummer. You can create your own. You can create your beats. You get. So now let me play it on rumba beats. Now let's try it. So let's assume the singer sings this song. Ijo kin bajo fun baba. Yeah. So let's go. Are you ready? Go! Ijo kin bajo fun baba. Ara kini bada fun baba. 1, 2, go! Then you solo. Oh, you can do. Go! So you can see that. So what I'm saying is that before you solo, learn to break down the beat. Learn to break down the beat. Then introduce a rhythm. After breaking down the beat, introduce a rhythm. Introduce a rhythm. So what am I saying? For instance, now let me play the rumba beat. So maybe the digba the gbagba, the digba the gbagba, be, kitigbin, kitigbin. You introduce a rhythm before you solo. You introduce a rhythm before you solo. So make sure the rhythm you introduce is well balanced, well settled. It is settled. Then you can now do your dig blah 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 like that. So let me show you the example of what I'm saying. All right. So we want to break down the beats and also introduce a rhythm before we solo. Did you get it? Break down the beats, introduce a rhythm. Now start your solo on iLife. Let me. I want to do it now on iLife beats, iLife sequence. All right. So I'll only be using one beat. Yeah. So we'll be using the digba, the blah, the digba, the blah. I'm sure you know the rest. Yeah. So you introduce the rhythm after you break down the beat. 1, 2, 3, go. Can you see that? Can you see that? Very, very sweet, and it's gonna give you this upper hand because you have to learn what discipline means in music. So you can't just rush into a solo like that. You have to break down the beats, introduce a rhythm, then you solo. Let's do that on warrior beats and also on rumba beats. Yeah, the sequence, warrior sequence and rumba sequence. Let's do this. What we just did now. All right. So now let's break the drum, break down the beats, then introduce the rhythm and solo. All right. So I just did it on warrior beats now. I break down the beats, I introduce the rhythm, then I soloed. So your reading can be, you can just be creative when it comes to that reading. You can play, you can form a reading, it can be anything, you can, just make sure it's sweet and pleasant to the ear. Very important, very important. So now let's go to Woro and rumba sequence. Go. All right. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed that. Yes. So you've seen it. Introduce what? Rhythm. After you break down the beats, then you can now solo. Okay. The last one I want you guys to know is that while doing your solo, learn how to talk with the drum. While doing your solo, learn how to talk with the drum. And what I mean is that after doing your skills, like maybe you're doing your skills, I'm going to show you, but let me first explain. You know, you can just introduce like maybe a proverb. Let's assume you're in a birthday party, or let's use church. Let's use church. You know, I'm a church girl, so let's use church. So let's assume, you're in a church and the service, you're playing you're already giving them back to back. You can just say, Mo dúpẹ́, Ọlọ́run ò pa mí lẹ́kún, mo dúpẹ́. You now go back to the skills again. Or you can do orí ẹni kó má fìyà jẹ ni, àtàrí ẹni kó má fìyà jẹ ni, mo dúpẹ́, Ọlọ́run ò pa mí lẹ́kún, mo dúpẹ́. You can also use dansa kiyoba. You can use different proverb that relates, with that has to do with church thing. We have different proverbs. We have proverb for party, for church. We have proverb for proverbs for burial, different events. But make sure you use the proverb that is going to go in a church service. It's going to be good for church service rather. So now let me give you let me play what I meant by you adding proverbs to your solo. Now let's do it on which beat? Let's do it on Wara beats. So on Wara beats, I'm going to break down the beats. While playing the Wara sequence, I'll break down the beats. I will introduce a rhythm. Then I will solo, introduce my skills and everything. After that, I will add a proverb or kind of just talk with the drum, Then I will now go back, and I can now go back to, you can decide to go back to, reading. Depends on the musician, the singer. Yeah, you can decide to go back to reading or the skills. Just make sure you're disciplined in what you're doing. Discipline. And application in music, very important. Very, very important, guys. Yeah, so let's go. All right, so this is Wara sequence. You can also get the Wara sequence online. The sequence I used just now is Wara sequence, so you can get it online. You can also get iLife and Rumba sequence online. Download it and use it. So now, Wara sequence. What did I want to do? I want to break down the beats. I want to introduce my rhythm, then my skills, then I will add a proverb. So let's assume we're in a church. So church settings. Yeah, let's go. Are you ready? Hey, are you ready? Come on. Are you ready? Oh yeah, hey, ẹni Olúwa ṣe lóore dà, kó nawọ́ sókè, ó ṣe mí o, ó ṣe mí o. That's it. I hope you got that. Very simple, very simple. I can also try this. You can try this on iLife beats, rumba beats. Same thing, same process. Don't forget. First, number one, break down the beats. Secondly, introduce a rhythm. Number three, now play your skills, give us your skills, your creativity. Number four, talk with the drum, either by using Proverbs or this olden days adage, just talk with the drum. Then after you talk with the drum, you can now start anything. You can go back to your rhythm again, your skills, depends on the singer, the musician. So, hope you got it. Okay, it's been a long, long, long class, and I hope we enjoyed today's class. I'm sure we enjoyed it. Let me know your take on the in the comment section. You can ask me question. If you have any question, you can ask me. And guys, make sure you check my channel. Subscribe. It's very important. I used to say subscribe to my channel, like, comment, share. You can also ask questions. Feel free to just do anything you like. It's a free word. Okay, guys, I want you guys to know that there's something coming on my channel very soon. It's about a new journey, with Ayangbemisola. Please watch out for it. Watch out for it. Stay tuned. Keep your fingers crossed like this. Like this. Yeah, so I love you all. Bye. God bless you. Hey! Okay now, okay now, okay now, okay now, okay now. Everybody dance Akiyoba. Hey, dance Akiyoba. Ojoojúmọ́ lóore rẹ̀ sí mi. Dance Akiyoba, Akiyoba, Akiyoba. Kúngbá, kúngbá. Hey! Àmúlùdùn, inú mi dùn. Hey! Hey! You can also use the drum to talk, to sing. Yeah, you can do proverb or you can also sing. I just played Womino, Baba. You can do anything. So that's it. That's the vibe. God bless you guys. I love you all. Mwah, mwah, mwah.